Good morning. Welcome back to science class. This time you will learn chapter 16. It's about transfer of sound energy through vibration. How is sound produced? Sound can be produced when there is vibration. The larger the vibration, the louder the sound. Sound travels by disturbing molecules. When we hit the drum membrane moves to the right, disturbing the surrounding air molecules. These air molecules are pushed closer together. The air molecules move in turn and collide with other air molecules. The vibration of the drum membrane causes air molecules next to it also move from side to side in regular pattern. This helps carry the sound energy away in a moving pattern. Sound must travel through medium. This medium can be air, liquid or water, and solid. If there is no medium, the sound energy cannot be transferred. That is why we cannot hear sound in outer space because there is no air as medium for sound to travel. How sound travels in different media? Molecules in solid are packed very close to each other. When molecules at one end start to vibrate, energy is transferred to the neighboring molecules very rapidly. Hence, the speed of sound is the fastest in solid medium. Molecules in liquid are not packed as closely as solid molecules. When molecules at one end start to vibrate, energy is transferred to the neighboring molecules less rapidly. Hence, the speed of sound is slower in liquid medium. Molecules in gas are far apart from one another. When molecules at one end start to vibrate, energy is transferred to the neighboring molecules slowly. Hence, the speed of sound is the slowest in air. Our ear has three parts: outer ear or external ear, middle ear, and inner ear. The external ear is the cup-like flap that collects the sound. This external ear, also known as pinna or auricle. Ear canal channels the sound to the eardrum. Eardrum is a flap of skin that vibrates according to the frequency of the sound coming in. The vibration is then transferred by three bones to inner ear. They are called hammer, anvil, and stirrup. Here, the vibration is transferred to cochlea. Inside cochlea, there are fine hairs and liquid. This liquid also vibrates, and the hair sends signal to the ear nerves. The ear nerves receive electrical signals from the vibration of the cochlea. The nerve then sends the signal to the brain, which interprets the sound. When a pendulum moves forth and back, you can say that it vibrates. Sound has loudness and pitch. Loudness is determined by the amplitude of the sound. Amplitude is the longest distance traveled by a pendulum, from A to B or from A to C. The greater the amplitude, the louder the volume of the sound. Pitch is determined by its frequency. When the pendulum moves from A to B to C and back to A, this is called as one cycle of vibration. Period is the time needed for pendulum to make one cycle of vibration. Frequency is the number of vibration can be made in 1 second. The unit of frequency is hertz. The higher the frequency, the higher the pitch. When you sing the tune Do Re Mi, you are singing notes of increasing pitch. Why is sound important? Sound can be used as an alarm. Loud sirens warn people of approaching danger or alert people to an emergency vehicle. Animals growl or shriek to warn others of danger. Pleasant sound can be enjoyed and make some people relax. We use sound to communicate with one another. Sound can be reflected when it hits a surface. This reflection is known as echo. This property of sound is used in sonar. Sonar is a technique that uses sound to gather information about the environment. That's it for today. See you next week.